Hello, welcome to Swiss Watchmaking. As you know, my mission is to show you watches you've never seen before across the world from different countries, different watchmakers even. And today we have somebody really special on the channel, Logan Kuan Rao. How are you, sir?
Good. Thank you. How are you?
Very good. That was a good clap. It's good to see you. Obviously,
Good to see you.
I've been stalking you on Instagram for a few years now. And you're one of those guys who I just wish to meet one day and shoot your watches because I know they're probably all across the globe. And this is a really rare opportunity today, guys, because we have 3 of his watches on the channel. So I'm super happy. I'm geeking out here. We're in the beautiful store of Leica here in Geneva, who were so kind to basically give us a space to shoot before they open up the store. So thank you so much to Christian and Francisco. They have a new collection out, ZN12, with beautiful color dials. So go check them out. So Logan, where are you from and how did you start watchmaking?
I'm from Guangzhou, China. Well, the reason why I start to make watches is because I can't afford to have a special watch there, bespoke, made by a master watchmaker. But I really want to have something special to wear. I don't want to wear a major brand.
Yeah.
So I told to myself, if I can have a goal to try to see if I can make something for myself, then I went into the rabbit hole. And after that, it's 10 years.
Now we're here. Huh? So did you study watchmaking by yourself or did you go to a school in Guangzhou?
No, I'm a self-taught independent watchmaker.
Oh.
I actually learned most of stuff from books and YouTube channels.
Yeah.
Like yours. Kidding. YouTube channels of all the other watchmakers and mechanics. I actually do not know anyone in the industry before I start to make watches.
Yeah.
My parents are architects, and I went to school. I went to Imperial College for material science and later for product design, nothing about watches. I just have the passion and I really want to have something special for myself.
Yeah, beautiful. And you've done something really special.
Thank you.
I've been following the Orca for a long time, and then when the new model came in, what's the name of this one again?
Wu Wei.
Wu Wei.
Yes.
I was mesmerized because I love the simplicity of it, you know. I'm a big fan of Andre Berkus, Horinki Berkus.
I'm also a big fan of him.
Yeah, shout out Andre. So I think your watches have a somehow similar approach. You don't wanna, I mean, you make them to perfection, but they have this nice mix of, they're clean and perfect, but somehow raw, which I really like. It's a nice mix. And again, it's cool because on the front, you don't know what it is. But for those who know, you know, are super happy when they see it.
I'm really glad that you can.
Of course, as well. Again, I'm geeking out here. So let's start with the first one. It was the Orca, right?
Yes.
So what was the inspiration behind the Orca?
At that time, I was mesmerized by the beautiful finishing technique of movement.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that there is something called Code de Genève, the Geneva strips.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like a waves to me.
Yes.
Because it's a wavy reflection.
Yeah.
So I said to myself, how can I make it to waves? So how can I make other people think it's waves? So I need to put a fish, an orca, jumping out from the surface of the sea. So it's now with an orca, it's now finally waves to everyone.
Yeah, so it's like a beautiful picture, basically, telling a nice story. So did the Orca came in like randomly or did you?
The animal?
Yeah.
I quite like the killer whale.
Yeah.
It's more active than other fish. Yeah. Well, not fish, not a whale.
True. And the watch is, give me some behind the scenes about the watchmaking that goes into this. Do you use a base movement and then you redo it, or is everything made by you, or?
Yes, for this one, it has a base movement. It's a movement from a manufacturer in northern China. Because at that point of time, I do not have the skill to do all the parts.
Yeah.
I just want to have something special. So for this one, it has a base movement.
Yeah.
And I do the bridges, do the main-plate, the dial, the case, the buckle, and hands, this and that. I repurpose the gear train and the balance wheel for this movement.
And this you all taught yourself, basically, right? It's very cool. So the movement is brass, correct?
Yes, the movement is brass, and the Orca one is German silver.
German
so
silver.
I want to have the contrast of the color.
Yeah, and you also taught yourself basically beveling, right? Polishing of the edges.
I borrowed I borrowed some technique from internet.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Again, I love self-taught watchmakers because you always find a way how to make it beautiful and how to make it work. And this is just a mesmerizing result. And I also like how the crown is recessed into the case.
Thank you.
You wanted to keep like a slim profile, right?
Yeah, before I start to make watches, I purchased some vintage one. I collect some, and I was a big fan of the big crown, thin crown, the vintage one in 30s, 40s. So when I make a watch for myself, I will definitely put those elements on it.
Yeah.
So I can wear them every day.
The lugs, they hug your wrist nicely, and so you basically made a nice curvature here.
Thank you. Yes, because I have a fairly small wrist, but if the lug is too straight, it will like a pancake.
Yeah, true.
On my wrist.
True.
It doesn't look decent.
And is it a one-part case or two-part?
It's two-part case.
Two-part, yeah?
Yeah, of course I need to like disassemble it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
one part is like moldy.
No, because it almost looks like the lugs are separate as well, you know? It looks like from the sides. It's not, but it has a nice like optical illusion. And the dial is made out of what?
The dial is German silver. So I quite like the image of a two-tone dial, but I don't want to use any lacquer or any ink on the dial because when you collect vintage watches, you will quickly notice that the condition of dial is very important. It's even critical to the price. I don't want the watch like destroy in 10 years or 20 years, oxidized or scratched. So I want to use naked metal, a raw metal. So I use German silver for the dial. And to create a two-tone reflection of the metal, I need to like have different surface treating. So the middle part is sandblasting with glass bead, and the outer ring is loose abrasive grinding. So to have this kind of different matte surfacing that reflects the light in different ways. So.
And then the name of the watch and your name is engraved?
Engraved, yes, hand engraved and filled with black resin.
Yeah. Also the indexes, right? The hour markers I see are also filled with lacquer.
For this one is oxidation.
Ah, cool.
So it's blackened, but for the later one is resin also.
Nice. But oxidation is, like you said, probably better because it's not gonna go bad in time, right? Or yes?
Well, the oxidation is not that solid black. I want that solid black color to have the contrast.
And I like the little screw at 6 o'clock.
Thank you. It's actually functional.
Yeah?
But also decorative because...
it's the head of the Orca, no?
No, it's the head. It's too small. It's to fit because it's two-part. The dial is in two-part. As mentioned, it's the inner part and the outer ring. So I need to some way to fix the dial on the main plate.
That's cool. It's also a nice design language. And I see the minute hand is curved.
Yes, that's vintage.
Beautiful. And this was the first watch. How many pieces did you produce of this one?
It's actually 2 prototypes and 9 final versions.
Yeah. And the price back then, because this was a long time ago, right?
Not long.
Not so long, but...
It's $19,000 US.
Yeah, beautiful. And all sold out. So guys, if you like the Orca watch, you can't have it. You're welcome. And then came the Wu Wei, as far as I know and I've seen online. And again, when you posted this, I was starstruck again.
Thank you very much.
This is sick. Same case construction. The crown looks a little bit
larger.
Bigger,
Yes.
But it's a very good grip. So I like it a lot. The dial, same process.
Same principle, yes.
2-part, hand engraving. You have a small second here at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
And blued steel hands.
Yes, correct.
Also curved minute hand. And what's the engraving here at 3 o'clock?
And it's Wu Wei in Chinese. It's called Zhuan. This kind of script or font was used back in like before 300 BC. And at that point of time, people don't have paper or leather to write, so this kind of script is designed for or used mainly for carving on stone and carving on bronzeware. So I think it's very suitable for engraving. Yeah. And it looks nice, like pattern.
Exactly, it looks beautiful. Again, to me, I'm not really fluent in pinyin.
Pinyin, yes, Wu Wei.
Yeah, I'm not really fluent in this, you know. So for me, it looks like a nice painting, like a nice pattern.
Decorative.
Yeah,
and also
beautiful.
means something to Chinese people.
For sure, for sure. And also made in China here, and the name of the model, obviously.
Yes.
Beautiful. And the case is the same size as the Orca case, or no?
It's the same size, but a bit thicker because the movement is a bit thicker.
Of course, we'll come to that shortly. Now it's beautiful. What's the size of the diameter of those?
The diameter is 37.5 millimeter.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you.
Again, this is not a sponsored video, but so don't ignore my admiration, But I'm super happy to have him here. It's like when I filmed the Christian Kling's watch from Mark Cho.
I'm also a big fan of him.
I was so happy. I was so happy. The case pack, Logan, something I've never seen before. Beautiful. What was the inspiration? How did you start? Let's say, do you start with the dial or the movement?
I always start from the movement because I like movement more than the outside.
Yeah.
But of course, I need to design both sides. So this one, the project was actually like starting before I can deliver any of the Orca. So the process is about the same time. So at that time, I was a student in London, and I happened to visit a place called Metropolitan Archives, London Metropolitan Archives, and they happened to have all the documents of a great master watchmaker called George Daniels.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of archival images, the working process photo of him there. He probably took a picture at every stage.
Yeah.
And I happened to saw one photo, one image that is half finished. It's just like this one. It does not have any techniques of finishing. It looks raw, but you can immediately tell that it's from George Daniels, and it looked quite nice because all the finishing will distract you from the shapes, the design of the watch. But if you don't have those, you can directly see the construction, the design, the man behind. So I want to make something that on purpose just looks like a half-finished watch, but to show the design more directly.
Beautiful. And these are made in a series, or are they made one by one? Do people customize them a bit, or?
It's not for customization. It's made in small batches.
Yeah.
Because I need to set up the machine to make one part.
Of course.
And I repeat for several times.
Yeah, beautiful.
Change the setup.
And you also use a few different finishing techniques here. You have the base plate of the
base plate
is in Côte de Genève again, Geneva stripes.
Because I need to have some contrast in between the raw parts and the finished parts, so it can better convey the shape of the bridges, the plate.
And the bridges are in brass?
In brass, yes.
Again, to give a bit of contrast. And the main plate is in what? German silver?
It's in German silver, and all parts inside are not coated or not electroplated. So in time, it will oxidize a bit. The German silver one will look the same in 10 years maybe, but the brass parts will oxidize, turn a bit like a honey color.
Yeah. And what's the decoration used on the bridges?
Well, it's not technically a decoration because it's a technique to grind parts to a flat surface, so you can work on it later. And I leave it to that stage.
Yeah.
So I think most of the small round watches will start like this. So every movement or most of the movement once look like this, but watchmakers are just polish those scratches or something to perfectly finish it, to disguise those scratches.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to do that. I would just leave it as it.
I like this a lot, so I wouldn't hide it as well. It's beautiful. And you made a special escapement for this watch as well?
No, for this one, it has the standard Swiss lever escapement.
But the balance wheel?
The balance wheel is in titanium. It's a large balance wheel.
Yeah. And at how many hertz does it beat?
And it's a 3 hertz movement. It's the 21,600 beat per hour.
Beautiful. And I see it's numbered on the side of one of the big bridges.
Yes.
This is number 5.
5, yes.
So the owner of number 5, thank you so much for allowing us to shoot this watch here and me touching it. Hope you like the B-roll, the videos. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
So for people to understand, what's the price point of this model? I know you're back ordered a lot, so try to not spam him too much.
For this one, this is the platinum version. The price is about 40, 41, 42. Depends on the exchange rate.
Platinum case.
Yes, and I also have a yellow gold version of this one. It's a bit cheaper. It's 33, 34.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it
you
depends
don't
on-
make stainless steel, correct?
I don't. I think watches are very precious. So
Yeah.
it deserves a precious metal case.
A precious home, basically. And last but not least, the watch on your wrist is something I shared when I saw it. I was mesmerized again. I contacted Logan, obviously, to ask about the price and availability. And as always, Logan said, this is a passion project for myself. So let's talk about my favorite watch of yours so far. Again, this is number 2, this is number 3 for me. The watch nobody can have except you. As watch collectors, we always,
Please.
searching for stuff like this. And this reminded me maybe the most of Christian Kling's, not because of any comparison to his movements, just the feeling of it,
I'm honored.
Yeah. What is, tell me, what's the name of this watch? Why don't you sell it to us? We'll make a petition. And how did you start with the shape? I think, again, let's start with the movement, because I see in the front, it's, or no, let's go in the front. What's
No problem.
the dial? What's the material?
It's again a German silver one. And for the name, I actually didn't name the watch because I do not have the plan to make more for sale. So I'll just call it the 9th anniversary watch because this is the 9th year of my adventures.
Journey.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And here the indexes and the minute track and everything is engraved? Correct?
Yes, it's also engraved.
Hand engraved, right? Or laser?
Hand engraved, but with laser to mark out the layout, because if you do freehand, you like one big letter, one small letter, and there's quite a lot of letter in the ring, so
Yeah.
I need to have a laser to mark out the layout, then hand engrave on top of it.
And blued hands again for the minutes and the hours.
Yes.
And then you have a large second hand.
Yes, the hand is made in, the second hand is made in titanium because it's a bit larger than the other model, and I want to like decrease the
friction.
The inertia, yes.
Yeah. Beautiful. And it beats a bit slower. What's the frequency here? Do you know? Did you measure?
Frequency is actually the same, but
okay.
its schema is different. So it has only one impulse in one cycle. So it's 3 Hertz, the same, but only beat 3 times in a second.
Beautiful. So, okay, let's go. What's the inspiration behind the design? What's the escapement? What's the materials? Because this is, I think, something that the audience will appreciate a lot as well.
I started this project because one client of mine asked me like if I can make a unique watch for him. And then we came to discuss like what is a unique watch.
So you made it and kept for yourself.
So I immediately think about George Daniels, the spring case tourbillon.
Yeah.
It's a truly unique piece because he only made one movement, one case, one dial. I think it's not fair to call other piece that with only additional engraving or a different color of dial to call them unique. So when this idea of pure unique watch came into mind, I immediately think that I need to own something like this to wear it every day. So I ignored the client's request and made a watch for myself.
It's cool because actually it's a common problem actually with sold out independent watchmakers like yourself.
I can understand that
you
very much.
You don't own a watch, exactly, usually, yeah. So I'm happy for you to own it.
Thank you.
But what's the inspiration behind the design of the bridge? And then you have a big component here going across the whole movement to hold the balance wheel. So what's the inspiration behind the design?
Well, since it's a unique piece, so I don't need to like considering how can I make more parts, how can I easier assemble the watch in later in production. So it's totally free. The sketch is a white paper, so I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
So I just free myself to design the watch.
To the possibilities. I see the main plate has the same decoration technique as the.
Yes, same scratches.
Similar, yeah. It's scratched in the same way. You have blued screws, and this heart-shaped bridge is, or plane-shaped. I don't know what you want to call it. is
It's pure geometry, so different people have different interpreting of it.
Yeah.
Some say it's like a key to wind the clock.
okay. Yes.
Some say it's like a heart, like you.
You're right. You're right.
Some say it's like a kite, like a plant,
Yeah.
like a butterfly, but whatever. It's just
Beautiful.
a
Yeah.
pure geometry shape.
And the escapement is what? Tell us about that, because I saw there's a nice animation you made yourself as well.
Yes.
It's really cool as a geek to see.
I always want to have some effort of escapement.
Yeah.
Because if you think a watch like a car, the escapement is the engine, or at least the gearbox.
For sure.
But the techniques of finishing or other materials are like the sofa inside, the fridge inside, the television inside. So if you want to have a special car for yourself, I'd prefer to have a special car with a special engine or special gearbox.
Yeah.
Not a special TV or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
A special color paint.
Yeah.
So I want to put something special, really at the core of it. So daytime escapement came into my mind. But daytime escapement is not suitable for wristwatch
Yeah.
because it was originally designed for marine chronometer in a station position. But when you move it a lot, it will trigger the escapement and you will not keep time. So I improved upon the daytime escapement to have a secondary daytime for safety. So I call it double daytime escapement.
And you really don't want to offer this to us, huh?
The watch is unique, but the escapement, I may use that escapement for future project.
Yeah.
And I didn't put any pattern on this escapement.
Okay.
I designed one before I put pattern on that. But later I find out a pattern will not protect you from those real evil when they want to do something bad to you.
Yeah.
But it only protects you, only prevent those people with similar mind want to further develop it or want to further research on top of this design. So I didn't have any pattern on this one.
Yeah.
I hope other watchmakers or watchmakers in the future can have a try to improve upon it. So everybody can
Profit and learn together and grow and
to improve together.
Exactly. Yeah. Beautiful. Again, thank you for taking your time today. I really appreciate this.
Thank you.
Now the Instagram account came to life here, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you have some questions about these watches, bombard his email, especially for the one that's not available. Let's do this. We'll make a petition, to make some pieces. And again, thank you, Laika, as well, and Christian and Francisco for helping us set up this beautiful space in Geneva. It's Watches and Wonders Week that we're filming this, a very busy time of the year. So it's really nice to be able to shoot the watches here. And obviously, the novelties, which just came out, the ZM12. So go check them out. Logan, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You can check all his links in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.